This is interesting. Nolan Dalla over at in Las Vegas. There's a blog called Blogs, Essays, Las Vegas, Personal Politics, What's Left. Okay. And Nolan Dalla posted on that blog that Nolan got push-polled. And I thought, oh, that's interesting. Push polls. Remember the push poll that lost John McCain the election? John McCain was way ahead of George W. Bush in 2006. No, it wasn't 2006. It was 2004. Was it 2000? Yeah, it was. It was 2000. Yeah, this was the 2000 primary. John McCain was way ahead of George W. Bush, and in South Carolina, and they had to take him down. And so what the George W. Bush people did is they started a push poll. A push poll is where you call up and you say, "Hi, I'm Tom, and I'm with a polling company." And you give some name that sounds legitimate, Acme Polling USA. And I've got a couple of questions. Are you a Republican or a Democrat? Who do you think's doing a better job? Blah, 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 blah. And then in 2000, they said, how would it change your opinion of John McCain if you knew that he had an out-of-wedlock child with an African-American woman? Now, the McCains have a daughter with very dark skin. She's adopted from Bangladesh. But that picture of John and Cindy McCain and their dark-skinned daughter had been circulating in South Carolina by the Bush people. And then this push poll began, and suddenly John McCain just fell off the map because everybody was like, holy cow. Okay, so this is the call that Nolan got. So the push poller asks for, first their scores on big banks, fighting wars, the Middle East, and then says, so if I were to tell you that the Washington Post said Bernie Sanders' campaign promises would cost more than $20 trillion and would raise everyone's taxes, would you now be more likely or less likely to vote for him? And then he says, if I were to tell you that the New York Times expressed serious reservations about Bernie Sanders being able to work with Congress and described him as divisive, would you be more likely or less likely to vote for him? How likely are you to caucus for Bernie Sanders? This was in Iowa a week ago. Or I'm sorry, no, this was over the weekend in Nevada. The caucus is coming up. How likely are you still to caucus for Bernie Sanders if you knew that he blocked gun control legislation 5 times as a U.S. Senator? How likely are you still to caucus for Bernie Sanders if you knew that he blocked immigration reform 6 times as a U.S. Senator? At this point, the guy says, what are you talking about? The push poller says, it says here he voted 6 times against immigration reform. That's all I'm supposed to say. And he goes, you're a disgrace. This guy gets into this argument. But, the push polling has begun. Jeez. What's next? Bernie Bros? To watch more clips from our programs, hit the Watch More Videos button over here. And please be sure to hit the handy-dandy subscribe button so you'll always be up to date. Tag, you're it.